Gold continues to be one of the most sought-after precious metals. It is one of the most valuable and a symbol of wealth and power. To obtain it, miners must process tons of rock. But have you ever wondered how gold is made? We visited the largest gold deposit in the United States and the largest underground gold vault in the world to discover how gold is extracted from mines and stored in one of the safest places on the planet. Billions of years ago, a shower of meteorites fell on the planet, bringing gold with them. All the gold they brought remained buried until miners arrived, sparking a rush for this shiny golden metal. The gold rush prospectors in California didn't care where the gold came from. They were chasing the American dream, and gold could make them millionaires. What they didn't know was that beneath their feet lay a sea of gold much larger than they could ever have imagined. Overheated silica gold was forced up from the depths of the earth and crystallized in quartz veins. To meet the high demand for gold, mountains are moved, extracting more precious metal than one could imagine. Gold cannot be extracted or processed until it is found. The first step is locating the gold. Today, most gold is found in rocks in the form of microscopic particles, invisible to the naked eye. In northeastern Nevada lies the largest gold deposit in the United States. The traditional tools for finding gold-bearing rocks have been replaced by a gigantic electromagnetic system, a huge metal detector that sweeps the skies. It sends a signal capable of detecting magnetized sand and all its related components hundreds of meters underground. Often, gold is found in this sand. Aerial exploration is an expensive method, but it can narrow down the search. Finding a large mine is not easy, so the economic risk is high. Less than 1 in 1,000 prospects is successful. When a vein is located, the drills start their work. These machines can drill rock up to 2 kilometers deep. The gold mine in northeastern Nevada is the second largest gold mine in the United States. It belongs to Barrick Gold, the world's largest mining multinational. It consists of 2 mines, one underground and one open pit, over 80 meters wide and 450 meters deep. Every day, 6 tons of limestone containing gold are blasted. First, they drill the rock and then insert the explosive, which is made from ammonium nitrate combined with fuel. Between 700 and 900 tons of ammonium nitrate are used each time. 600,000 tons of rock are pulverized. Each ton of ore may contain only 3 grams of gold. It takes a huge amount of rock to produce a single gold bar. Millions of tons for 1 bar. Billions of dollars are needed to extract this ore. Today, gold is valued at about $63 per gram, and miners spare no expense. This shovel is the largest in the world, and at over $20 million, it's also the most expensive. The haul trucks can carry up to 270 tons of ore, and the shovel loads 1 ton in 3 scoops. An empty truck arrives and leaves fully loaded in just a minute. The trucks dump the ore onto a conveyor belt that deposits it into a gigantic rotating drum. Inside, huge steel balls grind it into powder. The rock is crushed into sand and mixed with water to form a kind of slurry. Next, it is sent to huge tanks for the next phase. Cyanide is added in small amounts to form a very dilute solution. Cyanide is one of the few chemicals that dissolve gold. Then, small carbon fragments are added to trap the gold from the solution and separate it from impurities. The gold solution is then treated with electrolysis. An electric current causes the gold to deposit on the negative electrode or cathode. In the Nevada mine, there are tons of gold that cannot be extracted by open pit mining, so they go underground, a much more expensive and dangerous endeavor. Half a kilometer down, they enter a dark and strange world formed by a network of 80 kilometers of tunnels. The average temperature down here is 60 degrees Celsius. The mine has one of the largest air conditioning systems in the world. The same technique used for open pit mining is employed. First blasting, then shovels gather the ore, and the rock falls to fill the truck. The truck takes the ore to the surface, where it will be processed. The gold is covered by a thick sulfide crust. The ore and water are heated to 224 degrees in a gigantic chamber. Pure oxygen is added, and under immense pressure, the crust breaks, releasing the gold. The gold extracted from both open pit and underground mines ends up in the pouring room. The next step is smelting, which involves heating the gold to about 1,100 degrees Celsius. With 90% pure gold, each bar weighs 25 kilos, but to obtain it, miners must process up to 8,200 tons of rock. Each bar is the size of a brick and worth more than $1 million. About 26 tons of gold, equivalent to over $1 billion, come out of this mine each year. The gold then goes to a refinery where all impurities are removed. The gold undergoes the final cleaning and polishing phase. The last step is marking the bars with the purity percentage. Over 190,000 tons of gold have been extracted throughout history, and a significant portion ends up in the Federal Reserve. For over 80 years, armored vehicles have traveled the narrow streets of Manhattan, transporting millions in gold deposits in and out of the only Federal Reserve Bank trusted to guard nearly a quarter of the world's gold supply. The gold vault of the Federal Reserve in New York is located in the basement of its main office building in Manhattan. Built in the early 1920s, the vault provides account holders a safe place to store their gold reserves. Much of the vault's gold arrived after World War II, as many countries wanted to store their gold reserves in a safe place. Holdings in the gold vault continued to increase, peaking in 1973, shortly after the United States suspended the convertibility of dollars into gold for foreign governments. At its peak, the vault contained more than 12,000 tons of gold. Since then, the activity of gold deposits and withdrawals has slowed, and the vault has experienced a gradual but steady decline in overall holdings. However, the vault remains the world's largest depository of monetary gold today. Gold travels in armored trucks surrounded by heavily armed guards. The trucks are unloaded, and this small pile of gold bars may not seem like much, but if you tried to put it in the back of your car, you'd burst the tires. The bars are then taken to the world's largest underground gold vault, valued at over $380 billion. But what would you do with so much gold? Leave your opinion in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed it and share it with someone who might be interested. Also, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep learning.